everyone. Welcome back to Non-Ec Nonsense, a show where the hosts are terrible with scheduling and recording in a timely manner. I am Kat Gold.
I am Michael Materdomini. At least we're getting an episode out, you greedy bitches. All right? I know there's like a couple people are still like, ooh, when is this happening? We don't even know, but we're here.
We're okay, so we're I am trying to get us back on schedule. So after this, we've got the lovely, talented Janet, who is gonna be coming on um shortly after this episode releases. So don't worry, we're coming back. Shit just got real. Shit got so real, and sorry about it.
But hey, so Kat, what have you been up to in our month hiatus? What's going on?
It's actually been 2 months.
Two
Fun fact.
months. See, I'm losing track of time. So go ahead, 2 month hiatus.
2 months. What have I been up to? Well, we did the very last leg of the Disenchanted tour. Woohoo! Woohoo!
Harassed.
I am finally unemployed for a little bit. But yeah, no. So we just finished that leg. We did, of course, we had to rehearse in New York City when the fucking blizzard was happening. So we would walk to rehearsal, and it'd be 6 degrees. Super cool, super cool, super fun. Also, the hotel we were staying, so we were staying at a hotel. We were staying, where the fuck were we staying? We were staying at a hotel on like 9th and 40th. Pretty close to Pearl. Super
Mhm.
close. It was like literally like a 6 minute walk every day. Super chill. However, it was too chill because during that blizzard, a
Get it?
bunch of the rooms
Sorry.
lost heating.
Oh, oh.
So no
My
one
nipples instantly got hard for you. They're like rock solid. That's crazy. Absolutely
literally
not.
literally it's like 10 degrees outside, and me and Noah had no heating for the first 2 nights at
Mm.
all.
Mm.
And then we got moved to a room. We complained early enough that we made this happen. So because other people had heat for a couple days
Mm.
and then they lost it. So like me and Noah, we were hit hard first. We had them try to fix it so many times. They were supposed to bring us extra blankets and they never fucking did.
Boo.
Boo. So yeah, what was the fucking chain? It was the goddamn double tree. It was the goddamn double tree.
Oh,
Listen, your cookies can only do so much to help us.
yeah, cookie.
That honestly, that's the best part about the double tree is that they have those free fucking warm cookies 24/7. Also, they gave us bottles of water, which is very important when you're in rehearsal.
Stay hydrated. Shout out Anna Capelli. You always have to drink your water, even in rehearsals. Keep those cords moist, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, no. So we were suffering there. Then Johnny lost heat. Our music director lost heat. Stage manager lost heat. And then when Marcy came, she lost heat.
Oh, they
So
were
now
trying to take the tour out. They were like,
they were trying to kill us. And then, oh my God, they were really trying to kill us. The blizzard was really trying to kill us because 2 days, maybe one day into rehearsal, darling SJ, who is going to be coming on as well, um, gets sick. Now
oh,
we have 5 days of rehearsal and an invited rehearsal, final rehearsal run through. And then we hop on a plane, and then like the day after we land, we open. And we were opening in Seattle, Tacoma, whatever.
yo.
Um, so day two, SJ is sick. And so she's doing rehearsals, and of course, she has like the voice of like five fucking angels. So like we can't hear anything,
Right.
you know. Um, but she gets sick, And then we do the understudy rehearsal, and then SJ's not coming in that day. And we were like, oh, okay, well, understudy rehearsal is fine. And then the next day, SJ is not coming in. Okay, it's fine, we're fine. And then the day of the invited rehearsal happens, and SJ's not coming in.
You know, at that point, you have to just like I have this bits playlist with Ryan where you just play whatever feels applicable to your situation.
Mm-hmm.
And by the third time that SJ just did not show up because she wasn't feeling good, I play like that bum 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 ba da 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 like it would.
Literally, it was just like oh,
Yeah.
oh.
And then a freeze frame like Raven Simone into your eyeball, like
Well, okay, so hold on. I will preface this. I think she was only out for 2 days, 2.5 technically. She did come in halfway. We were thinking, oh, she'll have rest and she will feel better. That was not the case. So if anyone came for the invited rehearsal, and you saw me disassociating in the corner, it's because I was dealing with the information that I was going to have to be Snow White again. So I did most of those rehearsals as Snow White. Um, and if you saw the little video that people took of like our curtain call thing, yeah, I was doing Snow White, and I finally did the Alphaba riff for an audience.
you're an asshole. I love it.
Yeah. Uh,
I've seen two versions of the Alphaba riff that I enjoy, and it's one when Lord Farquaad does it in Shrek, and like when he's like, "And no one's ever bring me down," like he does
I
that
love
shit.
how the sound cut out. Your sound cut
Yes.
out. That's crazy.
Perfect. Yeah, that one. And then I saw this kid on TikTok do it at the end of Simple Sponge in SpongeBob, like a maniac. Like, I'm not gonna, I'll try to find the clip and send it over to you. I am not a simple it was like, damn. I was like, yo, that one worked. I was like, I love it. Because not only does it have to make sense, like note wise, it needs to make sense in the context of the show. And both Shrek and SpongeBob are silly, goofy times. Like, if
Mm-hmm.
you do that shit in like a normal show, please see yourself stage left. Like, get the fuck out of here. But in silly, goofy shows, I love that type of shit. So,
They and the best part about Disenchanted, it's like written into the script. It's written in. Snow White grabs um, Cinderella's broom and sings the riff. So in the very beginning of this fun fact, the very beginning of the show, that free, whatever, the very first free, it's written it in parentheses, a la Effie White. And
yep,
then the
yep.
second one is a la Alphaba.
Hell yeah.
So
It was meant
so
to happen.
yeah, so like we were doing the OG riff until the movie happened, and then we were in rehearsals for Florida, and we were like,
So
do we switch it to the Cynthia Erivo
you
riff?
would have to. It
It's
needs to be like as modernized as humanly possible, and I think like that's really the only way. So yeah.
Yeah, it's just too iconic. So yeah, I'll insert a clip of me doing it, and at the very end you can see my face, the relief, the dead inside, and the relief hit that I'm fucking done. But it was really touch and go. We were very nervous that I was going to have to open it up in Tacoma.
Mm,
Not that like I couldn't do it and I'm not prepared for it, but just because the writers were coming and we wanted it to be like
right.
cast A, because then
Correct. Like
it also would have forced our understudy Mulan to go on, and our understudy Rapunzel to go on.
yeah.
Um, and my tracks are
Listen,
not easy. How they are great.
Hear me
Um,
out, Disenchanted tour. You want to have a great time? You have Cat Gold do the whole show via cabaret. In between every number, you give her 10 minutes of rest period time, so the show strength like it stretches itself out. You add cocktail hours into those intermissions. You get that shit all set up. Money maker. Cat Gold already knows the whole goddamn show, backwards and forwards. Let's get it done.
punishment for me. That's
It's at
punishment.
least one night.
No,
That's it.
everyone jokes about it. Everyone fucking jokes about one woman version of Disenchanted sung by Cat Gold. And
They
that's the
joke
night
about it because they know you could do it. It's
that's
not
the
like,
night
you don't know your shit. Like,
that's the night that I throw myself off the fucking building. Let's be so fucking for real. However, I let me just say I was so relieved SJ came back for opening night and she was totally fine. Um
play.
yeah. But yeah, so we did Seattle Tacoma. We did Longview. We did Yakima. We did Oakland. So we were like right in San Francisco for like the whole fucking weekend. We did a week in Lancaster. So like we went to Joshua Tree and all sorts of shit. Then we did a weekend in Vegas. Now, Michael and I are Florida people, or Florida trash, if you will. Um, but and I thought, Florida had like the craziest of people. Untrue. Vegas has the craziest of people. They are too much.
Well, have you seen Looney Tunes back in action starring Brendan Fraser? Yeah, I would have known. I would have been like, this is what I'm getting myself into.
I I've never done Vegas. I've never been a girly that's like, I want to go party in Vegas and go to casinos and shit. Not not the vibe. Not the vibe for this girly. They were fucking crazy. Let me just say, we were like sold out standing room only when we were there. We were at two different
Mhm.
venues. Um, I did call out in my second performance. This was the first. I was still on the show. I still did Rapunzel, but I called out in Mulan. I've never called out before. It was weird.
Okay, so here's a good question. If you have, because I've never called out of a show, I've always,
Mm-hmm.
I've never had to experience that. What what goes through your mind? What goes through the director's mind? Like, how does it work? Like, let's talk about that because I don't think we've really ever talked about calling out of a show on this podcast.
Well, I've been on both ends. I've been the person called in day
Right.
of,
Yeah.
and then I've been the person to call out now. So I gave everyone a warning. I gave everyone a warning because I was not feeling great. We got to the Mojave Desert, and my vocal cords were feeling it. I haven't been to the desert in a minute,
Mm.
and I just did not adapt like I'm used to adapting in the desert. I have like severe allergies and stuff, and so like I get dried out very easily.
Mm.
So the desert really came for me. So like I warned everyone in our last night in Lancaster. I was like, hey, not feeling great. I warned director, stage management, and my two covers. I was like, I don't think I'm going to call out of the whole show, but I'm just going to put a warning out there that
Mm.
there's some potentials because I was able to sing this song. It was just like it was difficult for me to phonate.
Okay.
So the second the our first show in Vegas, I kind of muscled through it because we were in a odd shaped venue. It was
Hmm.
kind of like a thrust. It was like a circular stage. So
Okay.
a lot of the action was like in the round basically or like three quarter whatever. So like we're acting in a circle basically.
Got it.
So and I didn't want to do that to the understudy
God
be-
bless.
because we were in a situation where it was like, okay, this is like a really weird thing to play in,
Hmm.
and like I'm very confident in where my spacing is with the lighting, and they were
Okay.
having to do some lighting changes for that space. So
Mm-hmm.
like I knew where I could operate
Right.
and stay in the light and find places to like make connections with the audiences. So I was like, I'm not going to call out. I don't want to make this more difficult than it has to be. So I
Right.
got through that show. And so the next morning, I woke up. I started checking if I was able to phonate. I was like hitting air at some points. I was able to get there. So, like, in theory, I could have done the show that night. I just, I didn't feel great about it,
Yeah.
especially because it was the end of the weekend.
Fair.
It was the end of the week. We were coming on a day off. So I was like, you know what? I'll just, but everyone was kind of like on, like warned. Each day they were checking in with me, and I was telling, like, I can, yay, I can do it. No, I can't do it. So I was giving enough time. But that day I woke up at like 11 or 10 or 11. I tried to sleep as much as possible, and it was just not happening. So I immediately called stage management because they were already at the theater doing load in. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I called them and I was like, hey, I hate to do this. I got a call out of Mulan. I'll still do Rapunzel. So only one cover has to do my track instead of two. People
Mm-hmm.
like kind of being put in that situation. Plus Rapunzel, I can kind of scream my way through it.
Yeah.
Um,
You can character it. Yeah.
well, Rapunzel's not hard for me to do.
Yeah.
Mulan is hard for me to do. It's just a
Right.
very rangy song, rangy track.
Mm-hmm.
So I called in. Um, he had a discussion with um, our director and with our um, dance captain. They sent a message to the cast going, okay, 4 days performance. Aubrey May will be doing Mulan. Kat will be on as Rapunzel. And then like our swing will be doing like the swing track,
Mm-hmm.
our secondary swing. Israela will be doing our like nurse track for the swing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so then we go to the theater. The Mulan cover, Aubrey May was so prepared, came in like immediately, knew it was fully off book, knew her shit. Also, like, because I was doing snow for that final few days, she was doing Mulan all of those days. So she
Mm.
had like those extra rehearsals. So it honestly like worked. It
That
was
really
like,
worked out then.
yeah, it worked out. But so we go to the theater, the venue, and of course, like because we're a touring venue, we show up day of. We do a respace sound check, um,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're like dismissed for lunch, and then we get ready and we do the show for an audience. It's a very quick turnaround. So that day they adjusted our call, so we came in a little bit earlier than normal. Um, you know, I because I work with the costumes as well. I got the stuff ready for the cover to like because she has a separate costume, but we do share a wig. So I like sanitized the wig, got it ready to do a wig fitting for her. She she got into my mic. I used the swing mic for the purposes of that show. Um, they did a sound check with everyone, and then I stepped out, and they did everything that the person going on is in. So they ran through without the guy, any group numbers, anytime Mulan enters the stage, they ran all of those sequences um, in that space with whatever spacing changes there were. It was probably about maybe like an hour. The show's
Mm-hmm.
short, maybe like an hour. Um, ran it all with the full cast in mics on the stage so they can get show so Aubrey May could get used to everyone working with that version of the cast.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, um, they finished that up. I did a fitting with her for, we had done a costume fitting prior. we did a wig fitting, and then we do the show.
Lit.
That's kind of like what the process is. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I remember when you get called in,
Yeah.
your heart drops into your asshole. Like, it really is like that.
Yeah.
Like, the very first time I got the call for Sleeping Beauty, and I had no rehearsals for that.
Mm-hmm.
I got the call at 7:30 in the morning because it was a travel day. So we were leaving at like 7:30. I think
Mm.
might have heard it like 7:15
Oh.
as we were like finishing up eating breakfast, and it was like, okay, you will be going on for Sleeping Beauty. We got on the bus, drove to the venue. They did a put in for me, and we just did the numbers that I was in, and then we did the fucking show.
Yep.
So yeah, but I mean, it's just giving everyone as much heads up. Certain venues have like certain policies where you're not supposed to tell your cover directly. Um, just because our covers were new to the show, I wanted to give them as much notice as humanly possible.
That's fair. And I have a problem with that because I have experienced it before with like because I've understudied a shitload down here in South Florida.
Yeah,
Um and I've had some people that I've understudied been like, "Oh, I'm not feeling too good. Do you want to go on?" And I personally think that is like incredibly disrespectful. Not only because like I have been studying for those characters, but if you're not sick, I don't think sickness is a thing to joke about. First off, I
oh
think
god,
it's
no.
yeah, right. So when, those people, even if it's a joking matter or not, I think respect the person that has put in just as much as time as you have into the character and they don't get to go on for it. You have to respect them. Like if
Yeah,
you are actually feeling sick, take the precautions and like actually go through it. But I think that the joking around as to the I'm not feeling good, do you want to go on? Oh, I don't want to do today's show. Do you want to go on? That needs to stop because I've witnessed it with multiple people and
yeah.
it's enough.
I mean, I'm granted, I'm very old school, so I'm kind of
Mm-hmm.
used to the tomfoolery. So I'll
Yeah.
literally just be like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like,
Right.
I'll know when you're actually sick. But yeah, it was just because they were so new. I was like, let me just let you know, not feeling
Mm-hmm.
great.
Right.
I kind of prefaced it. I'm like, if I'm gonna try to get through this as much as humanly possible, like, it will be my last case scenario to call
Mm-hmm.
out.
Right.
But I just wanted people to like have a heads up
Yeah.
that
And I don't
this
think that's a bad thing at all.
this very much could fucking happen.
Yes.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but and it worked out because like Aubrey May was so prepared. Both of our swings were so prepared. So it like alleviated a lot of stress from my plate
Good.
because I've been in so many situations where I had a cover, but they were
Mm-hmm.
not prepared to go on, and they were
Right.
never rehearsed, and all this shit. And if and many situations where I wanted to call out, that basically felt like I was unable to.
Mm-hmm.
So this was not that case. Everyone was like ready to go. I felt awful having to do that because no one wants to be like the problem,
Yeah. No. Absolutely.
But she did a fantastic job, and it was cool because like I was able to, because of the way the venue was structured. Um, I had to kind of like, because of where I was being held prior to the show, I was able to sneak in and watch some of the show.
That's never happened like that. So that's must have been pretty cool.
It was really cool. It was so out of body
Mm-hmm.
to be like sitting like I mean like walking by and like I could poke my head in, and like I was watching like the end of Act One, and I was like,
It was probably, you know how like people say like, oh, I would have paid anything to be a fly on the wall. You were a fly on the wall, and
I
that's
was
like,
a fly on the wall. It was
yeah,
crazy. It
that's
was
cool.
fun. But yeah, no. Vegas was crazy. Can I just say, when I was talking about crazy people, we've got a clip.
Oh no.
We've got a clip. I've showed it to Michael already. Um, so Vegas people are crazy. And like we were brought in by the city. The city paid for us to go to like two of their like touring like venues to bring entertainment. Basically, that was like affordable because Vegas is so unaffordable.
Mhm.
So they paid to bring us in and like throw us around in a couple venues. Um, in our first venue, when we were in the round, there was a group of people who were very loud, so loud. Um, individual, one of them brought a dog, which
That's
like,
crazy.
which like for actors, they're like, "There's a dog," and like it's very exciting. But it's also like, "There's a dog.
Yeah, is
Why
that
is
dog
there?"
gonna be there for the show? Like, I love that the dog is here now, but like,
The dog was just like being held by this woman and like watching the show. And let me just say, the dog was better behaved than the humans it came with.
why am I not surprised? I was waiting for that to drop. Like,
So,
ay.
so one of them, it was like a group of four. One of them had fucking maracas.
Oh,
Oh, maracas, like
did
shaking
security
maracas.
did security not like do anything about that?
So yeah, they did confiscate the maracas.
Okay, well, good.
But it was like because of how we were set up and like getting to an ASM, it was a little bit difficult in that space.
Fair.
So like we were like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this? And so we eventually like sometime during Act One, we were like, get rid of the fucking maracas. But there was this creature. I will say
Oh,
creature. And if they were sober enough to figure out who we were and follow my social media and find this podcast, you were a creature, barely a person. So this creature comes to the show and decides that the show is interactive. And now our show's normally interactive a little bit. Like people can like, make a comment when we talk to them. When we talk to them,
correct.
this bitch decided I can do live commentary on everything happening in the show.
I would have killed someone.
So like Little Mermaid's on stage, and the whole bit about Little Mermaids. Little Mermaid drinks like a fish,
Mm.
and she's like yelling at Little Mermaid, "Get your shit together, bitch!" They plastered, dressed up in Minnie Mouse lingerie
Mm.
with a like hat with like balloons as the Mickey ears, and a furry tail, like a furry raccoon tail.
Oh, so she came dressed to the occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Did that Cinderella monologue about rats hit really hard at the end for her?
Well, yeah, she was fucking talking the entire time. But
Oh
yeah, no,
Lord.
no, they wouldn't shut the fuck up the entire show. The whole show, they were trying to talk, and like I believe we sent like house management to go like tell them to shut up. The thing is, like these venues, like you never know who you're getting as ushers or house management because
Correct.
they're local to their venue.
Yeah.
They don't come with us,
Yeah.
so it was just like they were really on many substances. There's no doubt in my mind they were on many substances. And clearly they after the show they did try to invite us out to party with them.
Oh,
Um,
I would have gone. I want to know what a night in the life of these people like. What do you go home like after you put on this whole outfit? Like, do you just go home and go to bed? Like, do you? I
I
want to know.
I don't want to know.
I
Because
would
do
have
you know
gone.
what that means? If someone's dressed like that, doing that, that's a local to Vegas, they crazy and they're probably doing some dangerous shit that I don't want to be involved in. I'm an elderly woman. I don't want to fucking do that. Hell, when I was in Vegas, I didn't party. I didn't
Mm,
party. I mean, I went to bed at 2, but that is because I'm on show schedule.
correct.
But I'm not out and about at 2. Ugh,
No.
no. People are crazy. Anyway, so this bitch, we finish act 1. They confiscate the maracas. God bless. They decide that intermission is their time to shine. So we've included a clip of them dancing to, I think it was Britney Spears. I think it was Womanizer. So it was something that's in our intermission like set list. Um, Fully dancing and like stripping off their jacket and throwing it on the stage, slamming it on the stage as if like they're a performer in the show. Uh, Roll the clip. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck even is that?
Alcohol. That's what that is.
Cocaine, cocaine. Um, yeah. So Vegas was crazy. Um, New Mexico was lame. New Mexico is not as cool as Arizona. Arizona is way cooler. All the New Mexico people can fight me. It's not as cool. Um, and then ended up in Colorado. And the best part was Jordan, being a little sneaky fucker, told everyone, I can't come. I can't come. I've got like this like classes and stuff. Can't come. Johnny brings her ass in like a half an hour prior to show. And we were like, you sneaky little fucker. So we got to hang out with Jordan Gonzalez.
Shout out Jordan Gonzalez.
Yeah, so it was so great. But yeah, show is closed. It feels crazy
Mm.
that the show is closed. I don't know how to feel about it. We currently don't know what the future holds for Disenchanted. There are many pieces at play. I think it will come back. We just don't know in what
Capacity.
location, in what state
Mm.
will it come back for a longer sit down sort of thing. So we'll see.
We'll see.
I don't know. Love Disenchanted. That show made me crazy, and boy, oh boy, am I glad to not. I mean, as much as I love it, I'm glad to
Have a
start,
break.
start working on something new.
Mm.
So, Michael,
Yes.
I know what you've been up to in the last 2 months.
Man. Okay. So Frozen closed. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's where we left off.
Yes, and you're going
Um,
into first date.
yeah. Okay. So first date. Yeah. Um, what a phenomenal experience that was. Seriously. Shout out to the Pompano players. Shout out to the director Joe. And shout out to the cast. That was some of the most fun I've ever had during a process in my entire life. One, because I played a character who I've never played in my entire life. Like, not just because, like, duh, I haven't done the show, but like, he was a person that was my age. Just kidding. But he was like a jock and like an asshole, and I usually just play like the comedic relief. So like playing an asshole in the show, even though he was comedic relief, like having that asshole side to the character was a lot of like new territory for me, which was a
Mm-hmm.
lot of fun. I got to drop my first F bomb in a show. Yeah, uh-huh. He said fuck on stage for the first time. It was a lot of fun. Insert the video here. Fuck you, you're not getting that.
Why? What's the big deal? Salads are for pussies. You're getting the burger. Rare. But I want a salad. And I want Taylor Swift.
And the character itself, like Gabe, like I love how the director did it because it's supposed to be quick switches, but he just made it like a one clothing piece switch, and then you had to like instantly morph into another character. So as soon as I like slid that backwards baseball cap on, I was instantly like, what the fuck? Like it was like I transformed, and that shit was so fun. I also had like, as an actor, active listening is super, super fucking important, but I didn't leave the goddamn stage. So the active listening for the entire script was like the biggest challenge that I've ever had before in my entire life, because a lot of it is just the two of them on a date speaking.
Yeah.
So you have to like hone in on what the fuck they're saying the entire time. And there were times where I was like, I went to go grab my prop, like in rehearsals. I've been like, oh no, I have a scene. No, this is not the time where I grab my hat.
You're trapped.
Right. So I was like, fuck, I gotta tie my shoe now. Like I gotta do something. So that was a really big challenge, but it was like, again, it had my brain trained because I am gonna admit this on the pod. I quit vaping. I am 130 days clean as of today. I know. Shout out. That was the worst week of my life quitting, and then I figured it out. It's only bad for a week, not even. So if you want to quit, do it. Because if I can, you can. But the brain fog after is real. Like, seriously. Like, for a couple of weeks, like, even into Frozen, I was like, ooh, what are my words? Like, and it was just a constant battle of, like, getting through that, and then, like, making sure my lungs are readjusted and, like, all that kind of stuff. So going into this, I think that really helped with my brain fog as to like active listening and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, it was kind of the perfect show to get me retrained to get back into this kind of stuff, which is
Yeah.
great. The tomfoolery was disgusting in this
I can
show.
only imagine with
It
that
was
group.
really bad. Because all of us were as game as the next person. Like everyone was like kind of ready to go. Like we knew the material that we were getting ourselves into.
Hmm.
Even from the table read, we were like, "Uh-oh." Like I was like, I gotta bring the post-its in like now because this is bad. Um, there was one night where it was because we only had shows Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We had 4 shows.
What a dream fucking schedule.
I know. It was chill as fuck. I had a blast. But we only had shows Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So from Sunday to Friday of the next week, I didn't look at my script because I was working. And I didn't think I needed to look at my script. But when
Hmm.
we got to that show and we went out, I almost flubbed my first line. I had dead brain first line. I start the goddamn show. I'm like, oh, so, I'm sorry that, we did this and blah, blah. And I was like, what is my line? I was like, oh God. And that moment where you trust your brain to say the right words out of your mouth? I had that like maybe 12 times in the show. And one that really broke everyone was I had this line where I was looking at Brendan and I was kind of like hyping him up to go talk to the girl and like order food. And I look at him and my line is, this is going really great and I hope you don't fuck it up. I'm as shocked as you are. But what came out of my mouth is for some reason I couldn't find the word shocked. I found the word concerned. And I said, I'm just as concerned as you are. And for some reason, that tickled everyone. Everyone was like, as soon as we got done with the show, they were like, he's concerned? Like, is he troubled? Right? And like all of them were just like giggling. I was like, you guys are fucking assholes. Like, fuck up. Everyone fucks up. All right? God, if I sat there with the script and I was marking every single wrong word, I fuck up one word, and that's the end of time. Everyone loses it. Um, but
Listen, if it makes you feel any better, I hit that space where like you have to kind of rely on your body to formulate the words. That happened to me opening night of Disenchanted because I was so in Snow White world. I had to, I was it was like when you manually breathe.
Oh
when
yeah,
like you have to like when you're so
you have to
high
lock in.
and you have to like remind yourself to breathe in and out. That was happening to me real time on stage in front of the authors of the goddamn show as I my body, thank God my body was doing the words, because like I was really trying to like physically act
Hmm.
because I knew that there was fucking nothing in my eyes but panic.
Yep.
So
And that happened to literally everyone that show. It was it was something else. And also shout out to director Joe, because director Joe let us have so much fun. But he would reel us back. Like he would make sure that we're like sticking to shit, but like he would be like, let's do bits. Like he was always about a bit. He was always like, oh, let's do this, let's do this. To the point where we did this song and it's called Awkward Pause. And in the show, the the date doesn't know what to say to each other, so they're kind of like like they're just standing there saying nothing. And man one and woman one walk out with guitars, and we play this sort of Simon and Garfunkel kind of "It was all going okay," like really like just sad, depressing type of song. And my director looked at me and he goes, "I don't want you to tell anyone, but I bought you a wig." And I go, "What?" And he goes, "I bought you a wig. It's coming in today. I want you to wear it. Don't tell anyone. Like, just come off, put on the wig, and then walk on with the wig. Just, I want to see everyone's reaction." And I was like, you know what? I love you. Yes, I
I
will.
love a secret. I love a secret big.
Yes. And it was this poofy blonde Bob Ross looking fucking wig. It was like really bad. So I walk off, and woman one is changing next to me, putting on her like one piece, just to signify that it's a different character.
Mm-hmm.
And she turns over to me and she goes, "Oh God." I'll never forget that. She goes, "Oh God." Right? And I was like, that's all I did. I just went and I walk out, and the audible gasps that came from my fellow actors behind me, it was like, and keep in mind, the actors, since we have a live band,
Mm-hmm.
we get to judge how long the pauses are in the song. I took my sweet fucking time that day, right? And we get to the final pause. It goes the awkward. And I turned upstage to look at everyone in this wig, so, because they all saw the back of my head. They never got to see my face in the wig.
Yeah.
So I turned around and I just went, and Michael Scott Ross went like instantly, like spit out water. And I turned around and I had to sing pause, and nothing came out because I started to laugh. Like I literally went, and then I fully fell on the floor. I've never laughed. So I almost peed my pants. Like that rehearsal, we needed to take a 10 after that whole section was done, just because of how hard everyone was fucking laughing. Joe was like, "It worked. The wig worked," and I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Great." So there's a video floating around of me in this fuck ass wig while performing, and I'll take a picture and I'll put it in here, um,
Thank God.
because of copyright. But wow. Yeah, that was quite possibly one of the funniest moments I've ever had in a rehearsal room, like ever. Probably top three for sure. Um, but it was such a great experience. I love that whole cast. Like that was family. That was some like crazy shit. Like because it's a small cast, it's very tiny.
Yeah.
We had no understudy, so everyone was kind of just like, "Hey, let's get through these."
Everyone's gonna rally.
Yeah, for real. Like, let's just get through these 2 weeks. And that was the time where like the sickness was flying around in South Florida, and everyone was kind of like on edge. Um,
Oh God.
but yeah, no, there was such a fun fucking process. And when we closed, I was like actually emotional a little bit. Like I had like a moment of damn. Like I'm gonna miss these. I'm gonna miss these peeps because working at Slowbird, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, see you in 2 weeks, bitch." Like I'm not gonna be working with these people for the rest of the season, and probably for a little bit because I'm moving. Um, so it was kind of like a little. It was nice to leave the nest for a little bit.
To make you feel better, and I wish the video is not ready yet. Um, on closing night of Disenchanted, I to say that I cried is an understatement. I basically had a nervous breakdown on stage following bows. I was crying during Perfect. I was crying during Once Upon a Time. I was barely vocally getting through that. Bows happened. I'm crying through Bows. We sing, we finally are free. I go into my pose. I stop smiling because I am sobbing at this point. And we're supposed to dance off and have fun. And I turn to start dancing and I am like
They had to cart her off.
literally Mermaid sees me, Jenna sees me as I'm like hugs me, and then Ashley comes over to dance with me and sees that I'm horribly sobbing, audibly sobbing, hugs me and carries me off.
Oh.
I'm not a crier, but boy, oh boy. And then that fucker. Yeah. Like the
Damn.
most disgusting fucking crying. And I can't wait for the video, the zoomed in video, to come back to me so I can see me having a meltdown in real time. And once I get that video, I will put just the ending of me losing my mind on stage for y'all. You're welcome in advance.
Uh, Jesus Christ. Well, that's what we've been up to, ladies and gents.
Hell yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I start Hairspray tomorrow. Let's go. Last performing show of the season and last performing show in South Florida for a bit.
Oh
Whoa.
shit. Oh
Oh yeah.
shit.
He's moving to the city with the girlfriend. Shout out Abby Fricky. Um,
We're both moving to the city, which is crazy.
Shout out us. Um, yeah, and like I've been fucking moving constantly. Like my parents sold the house and I moved in here, and then Abby and I are moving in May, at the end of May, to go find a place, and my work is moving, and and then Abby and I are moving at the end of the beginning of August. So it's like 4 moves.
I think I've
The
got 2 moves because I got to move. We're My family's selling the place up here, so I think I'm moving to like Florida for like a month or two, and
Mhm.
then I think in October I'm moving up to New York, which is crazy.
Crazy. We did it though.
But yeah, so oh yeah, so you're doing Hairspray. I'm doing. This is a secret. This is only for the listeners. I
Ooh.
don't think I can post it yet. Like do a formal post yet. So the listeners get to hear it because the people that own the theater are not listeners, so they won't know that I'm announcing it already. I'm doing Come From Away this summer. Hell yeah!
Yeah.
I'm playing Beulah and Come From Away up at Winnipesaukee Playhouse.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah! Welcome to the Rock if you come from away. Oh, can't wait! Can't wait to
At
torture
every
everyone.
theater this
Every
season ever.
every single
Welcome
theater
to
is
the
doing it.
Rock
Welcome
Regional
to the fucking
Theater.
Rock. Do you know? And like the thing is, like there were so many other jobs that were like, oh, are you available for this time slot? And I was like, actually, no, because I know it's more beneficial for me to stay in Come From Away because everyone is fucking doing Come From Away. So the
Yep.
minute you get that shit on your resume, everyone's like, ooh, you did Come From Away? Oh, thank God we got to hire you because you learned that really niche dialect.
Yep.
Yep.
Hire me for Come From Away, someone. I
Hire me
love
for
that show.
hire me for more Come From Aways.
Yeah.
Please, please, please.
Let me find my niche. I did Kinky Boots 9 times.
Yeah, literally. Kinky Boots 40 million times, and now I'm learning the Come From the Newfoundland accent. Please, I'm doing the coachings. Thank God for Sarah Shock. Please hire me. Please, I will gladly do 40 million characters and Come From Away.
Correct. Yes. And whoever's also listening, I've done Spelling Bee twice and I've directed it. So let me fucking get back on that boat. Okay. I will do that
Please
show.
hire us. Please
Hire
hire
us.
us. We're going
Yes.
to New York. We're going to need more money. Please hire us.
Correct, Mundo. Also, if any children are listening for some reason, or if you know a children from 11 years old to 18 years old, SpongeBob the Musical, Delray Beach Playhouse, I am directing this summer. So bring your kids in because I need an ensemble for that show. So,
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
hell yeah. Let's rock. Okay, anyways, welcome to The Rock with Cat Gold and Michael Materdomini. um,
That is not the name of the fucking episode. Because I swear to God, because I'm gonna have to post that on fucking Instagram, and someone's gonna be like, "Hey, Kat, did you announce this before we told you to?" I'm not falling for that fucking trap.
I request that an episode is called that. I'm gonna say it every episode. just, just to make you put it as the name of an episode at least once before this fucking season ends. That's it. Uh, anyways, Cat Gold. Any closing remarks?
No, just hire us, please,
Iris,
please.
yes.
We're so poor, and now we're gonna be poorer. Please
Yep.
hire us. Audition. I hope everyone survived audition season.
But
Um, it's boy oh boy,
she happened.
it happened, and it's not looking good for a lot of people. There are so many people submitting for so many jobs.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Holy shit. Too many people, not enough jobs.
Correct. Well, everyone, take a deep breath. There's nothing more you can do. It's all out of your hands.
Maybe that's the name of the episode. Too many people, not enough jobs.
Amen. Solidify it. All right. Well, everyone, thank you for tuning in to episode 3 of season 3 of Nonic Nonsense. We hope that you are, still enjoying these, and stay tuned to more episodes coming soon.
Yes, very soon, because I'm
Mhm.
getting the schedule back in order.
Bada boom.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, y'all. This is Michael Materdomini signing off.
This is Cat Gold signing off.
Stay happy, stay healthy. No COVID.